Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I do apologize for that wait. I was trying to submit my I think last order to get filled on WTI. I'm just gonna give it a couple seconds for everyone to start tuning on in. Let's just make sure that we kind of get that going. And wow, I look like a dingleberry, but I'm feeling pretty good today, guys. I have not had 8 hours of sleep in the longest time, but super pumped. I feel like I felt sick yesterday. I felt like really bad last night, and my goodness, it feels good. It's Friday. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of exciting things planned for this weekend. Just want to thank you guys again for the small time that you guys are going to tune in for this live video. Let's kill it. Let's still focus on quality. I've been scalping WTI all pre-market hours. DRN just broke above $21. There we go. All right, let's see. 1 second. So we got another push up. All right. Let's see. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys feeling? My average price is all over the place, Muhammad. So I had about 2,000 shares from yesterday that I entered. And I saw it push up, right? So I saw that I was green pre-market hours. I bought automatically at 720, shot up, sold at 740, sold off, continued and pulled back, right? I just continued to buy and sell. So I'm gonna check right now. Let's see. All right, because of this resistance at the middle VWAP, what I'm gonna do here is I am going to sell at market price. I'm just gonna send it. Boom. Watch it just shoot up as soon as oh my goodness. Where are we at? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. The sad part about this is that during pre-market hours, I was up a little bit over $2,400, and pre-market hours, the thing about this is that it's so volatile. It's so, because there's such low volume, I'm trying to like buy and sell with huge shares to a perspective, and it just doesn't make sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy. Let's see. I'll buy it. Let's do it. Get filled, get filled, get filled. I know. It still says that I have 400, 900 shares. There we go. Okay. I made bad choices yesterday. Ricardo, talk to me. Don Fran, what's up, Ricky? Glad to see that you're feeling better. Guys, you guys are such like amazing. Like if I genuinely feel sad, I will let you guys know. But you guys are so kind. The amount of direct messages that I received yesterday. Oh, there we go. The amount of direct messages that I received yesterday is ridiculous about you guys like asking if there's anything that you guys can do to help, just checking up on me and stuff like that. I can't thank you. Like I think that's and again, I'm sorry if this is not something that you're comfortable saying, but I think that's what really separates us from just a group and a team. Because I know when I see someone down in our team, or even if it's someone's birthday, right? I reach out to them and I make sure that I try to do my part just to make their day or to make sure that they're okay. I want to give a shout out to Don. I want to give a shout out to all the people that reached out to me that asked if I was okay. 100% okay. I was just feeling sick. That was all. There we go. Up a little bit over 2,000. Do you guys see that? I should probably cover. All right, let's see. Brick! No! No! Ah! I think I was up, what was it that it said? I think I was up like 1,600 or 1,800. I don't know when it first closed. Now I'm up a little bit over 2,000. Um, guys, it's a great, I don't want to force another, I needed to pull back. Come on, don't push up. I can't even imagine for all those that were able to buy the dip yesterday at around 670, how amazing that you guys feel. Congratulations for all your hard work and stuff like that. I mean, I think it played out very well when people were asking me yesterday, you know, with the overall position. Like I took a position yesterday on WTI, and people were asking me like, why is it that you took a position? I took a portion of what my normal position is just because I wanted to do that dip buy because it was close to the SMA indicator. And there it goes again. Come on, don't run, don't run. Oh, it's running. Yeah, I don't want to chase it, but again, it has this 20-cent margin to cover. You're welcome. It jumped when I sold. Me and you both, Carl. Okay, and then also, where was it? Tim, we'll definitely be covering something else in just a little bit. Just a lot of people asked me to talk about my trades, and this is currently a trade that I have. So, hope it's something that you understand on why it is that I'm talking about it. All right, can we get a pullback? 8% this week. Woo woo. What's going on, man? I love it. There we go. Sell off. Perfect. Of course, Tim. Thank you again. And that's something that I want you guys to feel comfortable. If you guys want to talk about something else, you just have to know that I'm all for that, right? 7-Eleven. Come on, 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. All right, I'm gonna go with. No signs of a reversal just yet. Again, when it sells off, I want to see some signs of a bounce. No longer making lower lows. I'm gonna close this out real quick just so I could see more charts. I'm gonna close this out because that's irrelevant. Love that. Del Sol, my guy. Holy moly, that is so sick. 4 green trades, only 1 red trade. That's what it's all about. There we go. Come on, can I get 16? One little pullback, please. Okay. What's that average price at? What the heck? Does your guys' thing ever do that? Like, it doesn't tell you your average price or all these things always. My TOS, since ever I opened it, always messes up. There we go. Okay. All right. Love that. Wow. You guys are freaking killing it. You guys make me look. Oh man, when you guys okay, like and it's something super cool to see. Oh, there we go. Can we make new highs? Or should we sell? All right. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh. Let's see. 10% profit this week. I freaking love that. When you guys show me that you guys, I've seen so many of you guys send me screenshots of like, all right, we have a lot of goals of like 3-5%, and that's like what I try to like make sure everyone covers. When I get people screenshot me and send me their growth for the week and it's like 10-15%, it's just like, guys, if in the first year of when I started investing in the stock market, if you guys were telling me that in a weekly basis I could cover that, like that's ridiculous. Like that's huge growth. And I know sometimes people don't make sense of that because I need to get rid of this. People don't really make sense of that because so we focus now so much on like profit and stuff like that. But I need you guys to understand like that is huge growth. That is absolute huge growth. Crap! Come on, one more pullback. So, Tim, you're looking for a solid swing trade. So, what are your options right now? What is it that you're looking at? Talk to me, my man. Let's see. Let's see. Can we do this? All right. So we got other people talking about some Diaz. I see some people talking about FRAC. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. Holy moly. Congrats. Watch out with this. Watch out with this pullback. If it does not bounce, watch out with that. All right, I'm done. All right. All right, I'm done, skis. Let's do that now. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys don't want to watch me trade anymore. I do apologize for that. I'll stop. Yeah. All right. Whoa, 2080 is what you got in at? Wait, how'd you get in at 2080? But yeah, definitely looking now to be more at. There it goes. Where did that last thing sell at? Okay. All right. Drip. All right, sounds good. Jared. All right, let's go ahead and talk about, we have someone calling out drip. I'm guessing, are we mainly focusing on day trades, or do you guys want to talk about some swing trades as well? So I definitely do see that dip buy potential on drip based on the day, just because of how much it oversold, if it begins to show any indication of a reversal. Let's set these alerts. It's been making lower lows. It's trying to consolidate right now for the break above $6.10. So $6.10. You guys see how it's consolidating? Potential margin of it to start to actively trend up. Let's wait for the break above 610. That's a resistance that it has not been able to break. Let's wait for that. I really enjoy watching your channel. Sweet, happy to hear that. What? Sweet, love it, love it. All right. For DGAS, myself, I see this to be a little bit overextended. I'm going to set my alert for the break below the middle VWAP. I'm also, just because I think that it has potential to pull back, and if it begins to pull back, there might be some day trade opportunity for UGAS, right, which is the inverse ETF, obviously, unless for those that aren't familiar with it, right? But it's right now at 65. Looking at the 20-day pattern, it's kind of mid-range. So it does have potential to try to recover, but it is selling off as of right now. So DGAS just broke below. We just got a nice little push on UGAS, and there it goes. Let's see if we could break above that middle VWAP and start to show a reversal of pattern intraday. So I think that would be very attractive. Watch out for this somewhat peak formation. There is no break of pattern just yet. Just something to keep a close eye out for on WTI. I'm actually going to go in. I actually do see a lot of value in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in for kind of like, I'm not going to go in very heavy, right? I'm going to go in with 2,000 shares, at least for my position. That's moderately like 40% of what I normally take, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a limit order, see if it gets filled, right? And if it does, great. If it doesn't, no worries. But I do think that this one does have potential due to this ascending uptrend pattern, it does have potential to, move up to around 740 and stuff like that. And that's definitely a percentage potential for profit that is worth it for me, right? I think my limit order might be a little bit too low. Here we go. Okay, well, I got filled. I'm going to make sure that I screenshot what it is that I'm up already. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. It pulled back a little bit, so there we go. All right. So this is probably one that I'm going to be, until there's a breakup pattern, that I'm probably going to be watching today. I do see a lot of value in WTI. If you guys don't, please do not worry about it. Yeah, it's just due to this overall understanding of the bounce that it just had, how it can continue to cover up and stuff like that. And I just think it might need a little bit more time. So for something that needs a little bit more swing potential, I think it would be something like this. And even if I can make like almost $100 or $200 every single time that it pushes up, I really enjoyed it. I haven't done that in a while, but I'll scalp in it all during pre-market hours and stuff like that, just adding to my position, selling the peaks, buying the dips, and I have a lot of fun with it. I know that it does require day trades, and that's why I don't like talking about it too much, because I know not everyone has the over $25,000, and I don't want to discourage anyone. But I think it's something nice to talk about. I don't know about you guys, but we just got a nice little pop actually. So why would you swing WTI? So yeah, I just explained it. So if you look at the overall pattern, and this, Tim, by no means does this mean that you should swing trade it, okay? It's showing signs of an uptrend pattern, right, with this SMA indicator. It pulled back, so indicated of a sell-off. It bounced into good territory. That's why when a lot of people were freaking out that, oh my God, WTI is selling off and stuff like that, that's why you should lock in profits. That's what we've talked about day after day and stuff like that. So lock in profits at the peak. It sold off. I didn't go in very heavy with my dip buy, just with 2,000 shares. Peaked up, was up a couple, $100 and stuff like that. Started to pick up, and then I still think that it can hit highs of $8 to even highs of $7.50 within the next couple of days and stuff like that. So I totally understand for those that did cut losses. why you could have freaked out and stuff like that. Like it was a pretty aggressive sell-off that it had yesterday, but you know, I think that's the really beautiful thing about like once you do fully understand what it is that you are trading and stuff like that, you will become much more comfortable and at ease with everything that it is that you do, and it's all part of the game. It will come with time and stuff like that. Like don't force it. Your time will come, but definitely, this is one that I'm definitely keeping a very close eye out for. So I'm up a decent amount as of right now. There we go. So 2,400. Second. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know this. I've talked about this in the course already. Mark, everyone has pre-market capabilities that has TD Ameritrade. All you have to do is, I've talked about this I think before as well. You put this up and what's it called? Like let's say like I want to buy, right? Let's say I want to buy. What you have to change is your order, not your order type, but your like the time. You have to change it to EXT, which is extended hours. So you can do good till canceled EXT or good till canceled. Good till canceled won't work during extended hours. You have to have one of these two. So yeah. Yeah, so it's universal, Cosmos. So you get only 3-day trades on whatever brokerage it is that you are within the United States. If you're not within the United States, then um, yeah, I mean you can use SureTrader, and you'll have like no PDT rule and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it all costs the same. It's all the same. These are good questions. I'm all for it. If you guys have questions about the platforms, like this is what I'm here for. Paper trading with the TOS doesn't let you do extended hours. It should, Cheech. You can call TD Ameritrade. My buddy that just came over. I don't know if you guys saw. I posted on Instagram. He just came over, and we're setting him up on a whole new plan for what's it called, for TOS and stuff like that. And one of the things is like a lot of people were saying that you can't subscribe to real-time quotes with paper trading, and you definitely can, because I called and I made sure that it was done. So can you link your Robinhood to your Thinkorswim? No, I don't think so. All right. Oh, appreciate that. Sorry about that, Alejandro, that I wasn't covering it. So okay, so ERF definitely pushing up over 5% on the day. So okay, wow, okay, pretty solid ascending uptrend pattern. SMA line acting as a support. Do I see this to be the best deal? No, right? But is it actively trending up? Yes. Do I think it can continue to uptrend? Of course. Do I think it has potential to pull back? Well, of course as well, right? So understanding that, I need to make sure that I'm going to close this out. I need to make sure. Yeah, and intraday already, it just looks so overextended. The RSI is just so overextended. Austin, my man, killing it. So just be sure to understand that like it is very overextended. It doesn't look like a good deal intraday, but looking at the big picture patterns, it definitely looks like why it can continue to uptrend. So I do understand the value in that. I would like to wait a little bit more for a sell-off, and I definitely do think that is possible just due to how it's trading during current market hours. So I had someone call out IQ, right? So IQ is definitely selling off, not showing any signs of a bounce just yet. Let's see intraday. Okay, it's trying to consolidate and stuff like that, but it was trying to do that all day yesterday. I would personally stay away as of right now. No obvious signs of a reversal or anything just like that. Like before you take your position, okay, well there's this. Let's just set our alerts. Let's set our alerts for when this thing starts. Let's be super patient. Let's set our alerts for when this thing starts to indicate an uptrend pattern. I think that's a pretty solid indication, right? It has a lot of margin to cover and to continue its, ongoing uptrend pattern. Let's wait for the reversal. I just set my alerts on that, and I'm gonna wait for that. So, DRN. I love that, Saeed. Really do love that. Thank you. DRN. Okay, DRN has absolutely killed it within the past couple of, so that's why, so DRN and then DRV, we've talked about this one multiple times before. It's absolutely killing it. It's doing a double top right now at $21, and it would make sense on why it could push above $21. But just think about this. It already did, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't even looked at it. Probably a lot, yeah. So a lot of the momentum was already done yesterday, right? I personally don't like how low the volume is, but it's an ETF, so I guess volume isn't a huge factor to it, right? Looking at the 20-day analysis, you could just see this overall resistance at $21. It definitely has margin. So this is what I see. Every time that it pushes up, that's great and all, and it can continue to uptrend, that's great. I see the most opportunity when it sells off, especially because, again, you're investing in something that's currently actively trending up. So with that understanding, wouldn't it make more sense to sell the peaks and buy the dips, right? When something is actively trending up, that's what I would focus on with, I would take a smaller position, but when buying the dips and then add more to my position size as it continues to uptrend. If you see that there's a break of pattern, then obviously that's something that you're gonna wanna cut losses on and something that you'll have to become a little bit more familiar with. So I think that there might be a pretty solid sell-off in just a bit. I'm gonna be patient with this one. All right. Of course. Thank you guys again for calling it out. So thank you, Ricky. Another green week, making 13% monthly on a consistent basis. Since LPP never did better, 5% before. Next month I'll be going 5% weekly. Super amazing. Super happy to hear that, Mickey. That's a very reliable ticker. Okay, let's check that out, Evan. So Evan, just next time if you can, let's make sure that we set up, what's it called? The proper ticker symbol call out format and stuff like that, if that's not too much to ask. All right. Okay, so pretty consistent, solid uptrend, right? Solid uptrend pattern, pretty solid sell-off. No indication of a reversal, right? The EMA line is way over here. I think it might still have a little bit more time to sell off. I'm going to set my alert for it to even get closer to the SMA line just because it's done it before, right? When it sells off and then the EMA catches up. It pushed up pretty aggressively, so it makes sense on why sell-off would be pretty prominent, right? MACD indicator, still not indicating any signs of a reversal, so something to look out for. Austin, thank you for the alert. So do you guys see that? No signs of a bounce just yet. Let's see if we can actually catch one. But the thing that it's doing now is that it just broke below the EMA line, and the EMA line is showing signs of a peak formation. Look at the MACD as well. So reason why I feel like I did a pretty good job, especially today. This is very rare, but I sold that like, what was it? Oh, I thought I sold at 728. Okay, 727.5, 727. So not bad. Almost at the very peak, right? Right? Yeah, perfect. So there might be a potential bounce here. Not something that I feel comfortable taking advantage of. I wanted to sell off maybe a little bit more, come back to around 710, maybe around even 7, and see if we could scalp this if it starts to confirm an uptrend. So how do I set up the order for entry next? What do you mean by that, John? So what I do is I press Command Buy. I'm sorry, options buy, or option sell, option buy. And it's because I have my hotkey set up. So I actually have a video in the course that talks to you about how to set up your hotkeys on TD Ameritrade if you guys aren't familiar with that. So another green day. Wow, this thing should almost be confirming its uptrend. Look at that. Ooh, this is exciting. This is so exciting. Wow. So I'm going to wait till the break above 780. I want to be super patient with this one just because I know in the past it's gotten rejected before. So I want to wait for the overall reversal. Look at this margin of profit that it has to offer from its support to its resistance, about 15%. Realistically, the most common resistance is right around 1050. That's still over 10% margin of profit. That's a decent amount. Am I adding more to my position? When? The next what? The next day? What is it? No, that's not true. Phil, that's not true at all. You can and you can tell them to reach out to me. I'm not partnered or affiliated with TD Ameritrade in any way, but you do not have to have your you can open up a real account and then you can have your TD Ameritrade account, but you do not have to have money invested in your real account to qualify for real-time quotes. That's baloney. First of all, actually, dang it, it bounced. So, yeah. So if that happens again, tell them to reach out to me, Phil. If it's not too much to ask, write this down. It's my first and last name, so Ricky Gutierrez with an extra Z at the end at yahoo.com. Tell them to reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to talk to them for you. This goes for any one of you. I will. It would be surprising if they would actually tell me that no, that they will not do it for you. That's complete baloney. Bradley, it's a little bit different for people who have paper trading because you can't set it up for paper trading. It doesn't work the same. Oh, so Bradley, can you answer this? Is it the same way that you set up? My gosh, it pushed up again. Gee willikers. Ah. So first of all, there's okay. So if Bradley, what he's saying is true, then try to go to my, there's a YouTube video that I have that shows how to set up your paper trading account and how to subscribe to real-time quotes. Just search up Ricky real-time quotes. And I know I have a video on it. Click on that video and it walks you through on your TD Ameritrade on how to subscribe to real-time quotes. Because if that statement is valid, I thought it was different for paper trading. I thought you just had to call and they had to activate it. So if it's the other way around, then that's pretty solid. So that'd be pretty nice to see. Yeah, I know. Don, can you make sense of this chase? Okay, wow. Holy moly. I didn't take advantage. All right, I'm too obsessed right now with WTI. This thing just pushed up just like we called it out. It pushed up 1.55%. Can someone tell me if Ricky broke down USLV? I did break it down, but have no fear. Your friend Ricky is here. And man, I'm a freaking rapper. It's showing signs of a potential reversal of pattern, right? This is one of the first times within quite a while that it's done this. Great. It's I want to wait for the break above 980 just to get the confirmation of the overall uptrend. We have nothing but time. So I wanted to, today is one of the first days of it pushing up above the EMA line. I want to give it time for it to pull back, push up, pull back, push up. So when we get into it, that it's actively trending up. So I see that. What's going on, Carl? SRCI. SRCI. Okay, definitely. I do see a lot of, wow. I'm going to put this under my pending reversals if that's okay for you, Carl. So SRCI is one that I want to follow up with next week. Let's set the alerts for the bounce and the break above a resistance. So what do you guys think about the break above $11? Do you guys see the pattern that I do? Overall support, SMA indicator. Sometimes it drops below the SMA indicator. That's not the important part. It's in good buy territory. So when it bounces, then it has a lot of margin to cover. So my guy, Carl, absolutely killing it with this call out. Thank you again for everything it is that you do. Loving the energy. Guys, I have so much energy today. Guess why? Because I got 8 hours of sleep. I swear. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. Sleep. Oh my gosh. I woke up this morning. I felt like just a revive. I woke up super early, super pumped. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. Super early. Oh my goodness. My goodness, Jessica, killing it. I love it. FRAC breaking, selling off. I'm gonna set some alerts. Is DGAS bouncing? Do we see bounce potential on DGAS, or is it done? What do you guys think? Had a pretty solid sell-off. Sleep equals super. Finally got sleep. Yeah. My roommates were one of my buddies is going out to Texas, and we were supposed to go out last night and stuff like that. I was so dead. I felt sick. Holy cow, Ricky got over 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, I got 8 hours of sleep if I'm not mistaken. At minimum 8 hours. Yeah, has to be 8 hours. Oh, it feels amazing. But let's see what happens. If it continues to sell off, then it's going to be UGAS for the win that I'm going to focus on. But if it bounces, there is some pretty decent potential here, about 1.75%. So let's check it. Just all day yesterday after it peaked up and it sold off for the entire day. And I don't want that. Okay. So you posted it as well? Okay. Yeah. Overall, I mean, we're a team, right? So whoever called it out first, great. Thank you again for everything that you do. You made it aware within our group, and that's what's most important, because now we're all exposed to a stock that offers pretty decent potential if it gets that confirmation. So I appreciate all the hard work that each and every single one of you guys do. Ding, ding, ding. WTI approaching what? EMA line, okay. Where are you, Austin? Where was that? Ding, 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 WTI approaching EMA line again. Austin, you freaking cracked me up. God. There it goes. No, Austin, I need to stop with this one. I need to stop. Wow, JNEG is pushing up as well. And this one has some margin to recover, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, definitely has some margin. Watch out for this SMA line. The days are never done, just the new platform. I love that. Investing with no borders, right? Very happy for you, Ricky. Appreciate that. Thank you. Don't see. Okay. Love that, Bobby. Thank you again for verifying natural gas with me, for me. That, yeah. Let's check that out, because a lot of you guys are talking about /NG. So let's look at it. Okay, well, it has some margin to push up. Let's look at this on the 5-day, 5-minute chart. Not much there. 20-day 1 hour. Still has some margin. Do you guys think it still has some margin to sell off, or do you think it's going to pick right back up? What's the ticker for Starbucks? Is it S? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Starbucks with a huge sell-off. Okay, so it could be a good dip buy potential, right, based on previous patterns that it tends to recover. Let's set those alerts. 5150, let's set those alerts. I want to wait for an indication of a reversal. The MACD indicator is almost, oh, it's already starting to show signs of an indication. I don't know anything about Starbucks or what led to this huge sell-off. I would, because there was no earnings report. There was probably some news that came out that acted as a negative catalyst, drove the price down, verified that it's not going to be detrimental to the company, and the MACD is already starting to show signs of an uptrend. And the overall margin, let's say from 52 being conservative to back to its previous support, offers about 7.86%. That could be a potential swing trade, 100%. There it goes, below the EMA line once again. Drip trying to consolidate once again. Strong descending pattern. Please be very careful, very, very careful to not swing trade this. Oh. Don, you cracked me up. Oh my goodness. Detrimental? Yeah, so like something that's not like going to be devastating to the company as a whole, right? That it's not a super valid reason for it to never recover. I'm starting to get dizzy going back and forth with these tickers. With that, y'all, maybe another 8 hours. Guys, my favorite pastime is definitely sleeping, and I think I'm going to take advantage of it today. HCZ at middle VWAP, thank you again for the reminder. Let's go ahead and I love all these solid callouts. So, okay, showing more of a peak formation. Let's look at the 180-day. Frac trying to push right back up. Let's check this out. Where you at, Frac? What the frac? How many of you guys get that joke? Watch out for the middle view up as a resistance though. That's the only thing that I'm kind of like iffy about. Yeah, and it's a little bit more on the overbought side. Not a good deal, right? I definitely, based on where I'm at right now, I don't want to force it. It's more at a sell territory closer to the $14 price point. I know it does have the potential to push up, and I get that. But it would just make more sense for a better buy around the lower 13s than the higher 13s. I hope that's understandable, right? I know you got to risk it to get the biscuit, but not today. Not today. Doing pretty solid this week. I think I'm up pretty much all, the majority of my profit came from today, but about $4,000 for the week. So exceeded my weekly goal by, well, wherever it is. My weekly goal is 2,500 to 3,000. So exceeded by $1,500 to $1,000. So gives me a good cushion. Last week I missed my weekly goal by a couple, I think by a couple of dollars. So it gives me a cushion for next week just to stay on track, because not every week is going to be super consistent. A goal doesn't mean that you have to hit it every single time. It just means that it's something that you aim for. So just to stay on track. Risk it to get the biscuit, of course. My goodness. Riley, Ricky has so much energy. Sorry, fundamentals show that they are overvalued by blue chip company. Probably not going to short swing. Okay. Okay, Eric Brown, thank you again for the reminder on CPE. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, I like it. I like it. Man, I forgot I was being filmed right now. I probably look like a complete dingleberry. Ooh, and FRAC just like that breaks below. So what I'm looking right now for CPE is more of a pullback closer to the EMA line to be able to get at that good buy territory and as it continues this uptrend. So great call out, great reminder. And I don't even mind putting this one in my active watch. What was the other one? HTZ is definitely still actively trending up. I want to see if we get a little bit more of a... Ah! I just saw it. Break him up. All right, guys. I'm going to check the ticker that was just called out right now. So I'm just going to buy. There we go. MACD, RSI, everything's picking right back up again. Makes sense on why it's bouncing again. Bottom view up. I want to see more of a change in direction by this EMA line. Let's see. All right, it's going to be about 900 shares. Buy the dip. Love it, Muhammad. That's what it's all about. I think I do remember that, Muhammad, when you took that huge loss. Super happy to hear that. Again, we're here to learn from our mistakes, and for those that are able to share it, it's even that much better. WTI back at 720. I just think it's showing a little bit more of a peak formation. Do you guys see that with me? And I think it might have a little bit more margin to sell off. We'll just have to follow up with it. Oh, there it goes. Selling off. Perfect. Well, not perfect. I didn't get filled. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm getting into DGAZ. DGAZ. Wait a second. What's going on here? Okay, watch out. This might be a false reversal. Watch out for this resistance. The reason why is look at this. /NG. Drip just broke above 610, confirming intraday uptrend potentially. Please do not force your entry. I'm about to have to sneeze. Oh, bless you. Thank you, my goodness. Oh man, sneezing and sleeping, both the most beautiful things. Okay, I think that on this pullback for natural gas, it might actually bounce here. And looking at the past couple of days, you can see that it's a little bit more at a support area. It doesn't have much more to sell off. Bless your soul. Thank you. Drip. Okay, drip definitely. It pushed up above 610. That's great. Watch out for the pullback. Again, don't force the entry. Pullback confirmation is valid. Guys, my favorite song. Do you guys know the song? No? It's our Friday song. for the money dance. There we go. Oh. Sorry for those bad words. Did not mean that. One of the best live chats. No! All right, come on. Pull back. I'm not going to be able to get in at the dip. Oh, 100%. I was getting demonetized. That's why I put the 1 minute thing on. It doesn't matter. It's our Learn Plan Profit live stream. You guys give me a ton of dislikes anyways, so. Come on. No, I didn't get filled. Dang it. That would have been a nice little scalp. Crap. Would have been another $200. I'm not sure about your taste in music, but your trading is awesome. Oh my goodness. Ray is, what do you say? What? Oh my goodness. I'm going to steal your GTR if you take another position on WTI. Rondon. Hey, guys, since we're going to call Don now Rondon. Okay? Every single time that he says something like that, he picks on me. Yeah, no, I remember Muhammad. All right, I actually think that there might be a resistance at where we're at right now. So let's pull this back. If Don gets the GTR, I get the McLaren. Ricky, look, dislikes. I already know. You guys dislike the crap out of my videos. It's hilarious. But I know it's done out of love, so those dislikes, for every dislike I get, those are like loves, or hearts, not actual likes. It's even a greater form of likes. So dislike away, punks. When I get filled, sorry. Oh, Saeed, I'm right there with you, 100%. So come on, I needed to pull back just a little bit. I don't think it's gonna pull back. Rondon it is. What would be the confirmation? Okay, Danny, sorry about that. I did see that question before. So sorry that I didn't. I thought I talked about it. So I said that based on this overall pattern, I did see this. I said I would like to wait for the break above $11 and revisit this one. So if that's not too much to ask, that's what I would like to wait for. The reason why is if right now it's very overextended, it would make sense on why it would pull back. Just set your alerts, and if you want to get in before the confirmation, that's up to you. You just run the risk of, well, just getting in before the confirmation and for it to continue to downtrend. So I just think it'd be a much safer place to wait for the overall reversal, the EMA line to start pointing up, and for it to start breaking resistance levels and not breaking support levels. Pretty easy to say, right? Let's see. So Ricky, are you holding anything over the weekend? If I were to hold anything, it would be if I were to get something for a really good deal, something like WTI, or I see a lot of upside potential. If I can get FRAC down at the low 13s, that might be something that I would consider holding, or WTI at the low 7s, potentially something to hold. It doesn't mean that I'm going to open up green. I'm holding it because I do see a lot of upside potential. Easiest way to put it, right? Even let's say I get in at 7 and it pulls back down to like how it did yesterday to like 650 and stuff like that, I would still feel comfortable because I know that I understand the overall uptrend is much greater, right? And that's something that I think a lot of people need to practice before entering these positions. So FRAC back at support, at around 1350, back at the SMA line. So this would be a risky one for me to get into, but it would be something that would be pretty fun. Okay. You guys got me thinking now. USLV over the weekend. That would be a. I understand why a lot of you guys would see value in USLV. It's the first day of the confirmation. I still think that it can pull back. So, and it's been a pretty active descending pattern. I would just say, just look at the previous times. Just look at previous patterns on when it sold off, and it pushes. Well, it's sometimes it does confirm it right away. Sometimes it doesn't, and it stays stagnant for about a week. So it's just a risk that you're going to have to take if you want to do hold it over the weekend. That's not the safest one that I would say. So drip, still consolidating. Not a lot of volume on this one. I don't know how I feel about drip. WTI back at this with this descending. Let's see. I have a series of alerts set. So which way will you go? Which way will you go? Only put like 2K. All right. What, Matt? It's not about how much you can make, but how much you can lose. Wait, I don't understand that. What do you mean? Ah, no. Ah, okay. Makes sense, okay. Okay, look at this MACD, look at this RSI, and look at the pattern. It actually doesn't look too bad for FRAC. Whoa, way too many shares. Yeah, it's more like it, 1,500. All right, sell off, sell off, sell off. Don, you cracked me up. That's horrible. Some people might not know that you're joking. Don, you need to put like, this is Don from speaking or something like that. That's how we know that you're a jokester. WTI back at support, might try to bounce here. I think that at this point it's showing more signs of a sell-off, more of a downward pattern, and I think we played it pretty well. So I won't mind the new car. I think we did something pretty good with degas and waiting for the pullback. WTI, perfect, broke below. Dang it. All right. Whoa. What was that? Oh, shoot. I only have 1,500 shares. I almost took a short position. That's why there are 2 orders. There we go. Up 47.10. And I'm double checking everything today. I am having dingleberry moments. I don't actually plan to sell there. I don't actually know if it's going to end up going back there. I plan to sell about the middle VWAP, but I just want to be able to drag and drop my order. So I'm up $62, $92.10 so far. So that's pretty solid. There we go. And again, it confirmed the overall uptrend. Again, reason I bought, I tried to get in close to the SMA line. I found out about it too late. My area of opportunity. Give me one quick second. I think I'm up $2,500 on the day now. Yeah, 25. Sweet. So let's see if we can get a solid push up. By that time, then I should be in up about $200 or about 1 to 1.5%. We'll revisit it, see if that resistance is valid, and if that resistance is valid, I won't even second guess myself to exit. So how many miles on the GTR? Well, the blue one has 38,000 miles. All right. Should I end the live stream? I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. We're over an hour now. Should we end the live stream now? So, no, my weekly goal is 10 to 15%, but what it correlates, like if I were to say my goal is 10 to 15%, it would make sense to you guys because you guys are aware of that. But if I were to be speaking to my YouTube channel, they'd be like, what the heck does that mean? Holy moly, you guys are all saying no. I'm at work, you can go all day. You guys crack me up. I love it. Thank you. Like, live forever. Justin. You see, why don't you treat me the way these people treat me? No, you don't. Ricky, you could do a live stream for 12 hours and, 12 hours and everyone would watch. That's not true. You guys would watch me eat canes all day. It's Friday. Keep going. I still have another live stream after this and then another one for Instagram. It's going to be nothing but live. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What? What? It's going. It's breaking resistance level. There's a slight resistance that I would expect at around 1370. Should I exit? Ah! Right, Don, 100%, because you know I would have already taken one. Look at this dip buy. I would have 100% bought that dip. 1% margins all day. All right, let's write it. All right, guys. I'm going to, if it's, yeah, I should have covered profits. I think I'm going to end the live stream, and then I'm going to go live on YouTube, if that's okay. I'm going to go live on YouTube. And then we'll cover profits there. But yeah, I want to, it's because I have a couple things that I need to do today. And yeah, like I want to stay live as long as possible, but I have to go live on YouTube. And then, yeah. So, Kevin, I know. My man. Biggest YouTube live stream coming up right now, right? You are on YouTube. I know, but like public to everyone, not just not just the private group. Luis, you guys cracked me up. Well, you guys, Chad, come on. You guys know that. Appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you. Bounce on the EMA line. Yeah, that was definitely a bounce on the EMA line. Did you see that bounce, that sell off and bounce? I should have been able to buy the dip on that and made another 1%, but it's all right. We'll see how it plays out. Showing a resistance right now at 1370 overall EMA, acting as a support, leading up to that VWAP as middle VWAP as a resistance, and then that top VWAP as the overall high of day around $14 resistance, 1398 to be exact. Ricky has things to do? Question mark. Nah. Yes, I do. I have canes to eat, Chipotle to devour. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in, for making this live stream so much fun today. So I'm gonna make myself a milkshake, and then yeah, I'll be going live on YouTube in about like 20 minutes. So thank you guys again for your time. Continue working hard, continue following dreams, on your passion, your jobs, and your success. And if you have any questions about what we covered today, please feel free to direct message me within the Learn Plan Profit Discord chat. I'd love to assist you. If you guys have any questions about your affiliate links, please be sure to go to the announcements section. Scroll up, watch that video about the affiliates on how to get access to your link. If you still can't find it, direct message Justin Lawrence. You can see one of his posts there. And then just direct message him the email that you guys use to enroll, and we'll get you guys all set up. So thank you guys again for your time. Like always, let's make sure that we're in the year on Green Nut. Take it easy, team. Now we're going to get some chocolate milk. Take it easy, team.